There was this idea where I felt divided between being like a jazz drummer and then like these little songs, and they didn't connect in terms of my different pieces of myself. It was a process of kind of integrating all of the different me's. If you're looking in the past of what already exists, you might not fit in those boxes. You might have to divide yourself into different boxes. But if you're looking like to the future of like what could be, then it's like easier. The inspiration lies more into finding the thing that doesn't exist already. I really just tried to make the thing that I wanted to make, that I was scared to make.
I'm finding a sway, I'm finding rhythm.
They're trying to take away all that I got, but I can't let them. People rise up to help each other.
We have to. We have to navigate this landscape just like everyone else.
Let's get into this last joint. Trying to make my way back home, you feel me? Shout out to Seattle.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can cry to your mama, but she don't want no drama. I've been watching on my karma. Got me working like a farmer, trying to make my way back.
What's your life like? At a loss for words, I can't complain. I sowed the seeds and prayed for rain. I feel prescriptions to block out vision. Still feel the tremble of a victim.
I guess my whole life it was like, man, I wish I could make music that makes somebody feel like that one day, right? I played in the big band at Garfield. We had a gig at the Mount Baker Community Center, and there was a song that was like, had a big shout chorus. It's like drum fills while the band is playing these hits. And I was trying to figure out what to do for college. Should I go to music school? Should I have something to fall back on? And I was like dealing with like, I don't know, depression, just like, my whole life was just feeling like hectic. And this shout chorus came, I'm playing. And all of a sudden, I felt like I was out of my body on the ceiling, looking down and watching myself play the exact perfect note that a human being could play. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like Neo in the Matrix. In that moment, it just, whatever, all my questions in life seemed to be solved. I moved to New York to become a jazz drummer, to play drums with the greatest musicians I could. I went to Oberlin Conservatory of Music. I studied with Billy Hart at that time. Billy Hart is a drummer who's, I believe he's on like 700 or 800 records. It wasn't so much a technical study as it was like a apprenticeship to study with somebody who's doing something that you wanted to do. So within a year of moving to New York, I'm playing at places like the Paris Jazz Festival and all over the world. Filled up a passport. I spent some time DJing on the Colbert Show with John Baptiste. That was kind of towards the end of my like sideman career. And there was a point where I stopped enjoying the gigs, and I felt like the crowd wasn't being moved. And part of that was because I wasn't being moved. And I packed up and came back to Seattle for a few months. You know, I went through a breakup somewhere around that time, which also kind of makes you reconsider everything. I was thinking about quitting. And instead of quitting, what I eventually did is I rebuilt my playing from the ground up. So like I relearned how to hit the drum like a baby. Everything was just like when you hear a toddler hit the drums for the first time, it's like they're like. So I started learning how to play like that, if that makes sense, and holding thoughts in my brain. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am divine will. And once I got that going, then I started adding technique back in, but coming from that place of relaxation.
Kassa's initiative, mixing and production in a way that really had not been done before. Certainly, people have been sampling jazz for hip hop, but Kassa's kind of blending of the two was so organic and just worked so well. And he's also been on the vanguard of presence in the music as radically vulnerable. And this is joining artists like Samora Pinder-Hughes or Melanie Charles, who are really bringing fully into their musical expression the pain of being human, the struggles with mental health issues, the terror sometimes of being an artist in this world.
I'm trying to stay inspired because as an artist, it's not guaranteed you're always going to be inspired. And so one of the best ways to stay inspired is to recreate your process. Around 2017, I really started trying to find my own sound to put out my own records. It took a certain amount of courage to be like, no, this is really the thing. And I noticed my friends that, would come and support me was like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for you to do. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like I stumbled on like, oh, this kind of works. Like I really just tried to make the thing that I wanted to make, that I was scared to make. And I saw the universe react positively.
You can't feel a thing.
For me, jazz is like it's like the mysticism of the Black American community. Like when it's time to get connected with the higher self. For me, that's what this music has always been about. The seeking the self through sound.